Infusion, where big ideas have a local impact. Community Infusion is the entrepreneurial program that promotes economic development and job creation in our local communities. Submit your application before June 8th at fusioncu.com for your chance to share in up to $30,000 for your business idea. Fuel your dreams, make an impact, and bring your ideas to life with Community Infusion. Brought to you by Fusion Credit Union.
Hi, I'm Isabel Santos, a Commercial Relationship Manager at Fusion Credit Union. The work never stops on the farm, and neither do you. That's why we are here with financial solutions built for the busy spring season and beyond. From operating lines of credit to equipment loans, we will ensure your operations run smoothly. Here's to a great year in the field and a partner you can count on at every turn. Your farm, our expert solutions. Learn more at fusioncu.com.
At Fusion Credit Union, we know what goes around comes around. We keep the success and wellness of our members and our communities at the forefront of every decision we make. So we've established the Full Circle Fund to help our members and our communities do great things. The Full Circle Fund is our way of supporting worthy projects across all of our communities, fairly and transparently. Do you have a project that can benefit from Fusion Credit Union's support? Apply today at fusioncu.com. We are Fusion Credit Union, here for good.
At Fusion, reaching your financial goals is easy. It begins with a conversation. A wealth advisor will take the time to understand your dreams for the future and map out a plan that's tailored to your investment style and risk tolerance to help you get there. Talk with a wealth consultant today about portfolio reviews, retirement savings and income, estate planning, business succession planning, or education planning. Visit fusioncu.com to make your appointment today.
Looking for a credit card that works as hard as you do? Switch to Fusion Credit Union, where you get low rates, no hidden fees, and flex rewards. Our wide range of personal and business cards ensures you get the right card to suit your life. Plus, enjoy peace of mind with fraud protection, 24/7 customer support, and a convenient digital management platform. Ready to take control of your financial future? Apply today in branch or online and start earning more with the credit card that puts you first.
At Fusion Credit Union, you're not just investing, you're building your future. Whether you're saving for a home, dreaming of operating a business, planning your retirement, or investing in your child's education, Fusion Credit Union has investment solutions to help get you where you want to go. With expert advice, flexible solutions, and commitment to your success, they're here to help. Fusion believes in strength of character, strength of commerce, and strength of community. Your future starts now. Learn more at fusioncu.com today.
Community Infusion, where big ideas have a local impact. Community Infusion is the entrepreneurial program that promotes economic development and job creation in our local communities. Submit your application before June 8th at fusioncu.com for your chance to share in up to $30,000 for your business idea. Fuel your dreams, make an impact, and bring your ideas to life with Community Infusion. Brought to you by Fusion Credit Union.
Hi, I'm Isabel Santos, a Commercial Relationship Manager at Fusion Credit Union. The work never stops on the farm, and neither do you. That's why we are here with financial solutions built for the busy spring season and beyond. From operating lines of credit to equipment loans, we will ensure your operations run smoothly. Here's to a great year in the field and a partner you can count on at every turn. Your farm, our expert solutions. Learn more at fusioncu.com.
At Fusion Credit Union, we know what goes around comes around. We keep the success and wellness of our members and our communities at the forefront of every decision we make. So we've established the Full Circle Fund to help our members and our communities do great things. The Full Circle Fund is our way of supporting worthy projects across all of our communities, fairly and transparently. Do you have a project that can benefit from Fusion Credit Union's support? Apply today at fusioncu.com. We are Fusion Credit Union, here for good.
At Fusion, reaching your financial goals is easy. It begins with a conversation. A wealth advisor will take the time to understand your dreams for the future and map out a plan that's tailored to your investment style and risk tolerance to help you get there. Talk with a wealth consultant today about portfolio reviews, retirement savings and income, estate planning, business succession planning, or education planning. Visit FusionCU.com to make your appointment today.
Looking for a credit card that works as hard as you do? Switch to Fusion Credit Union, where you get low rates, no hidden fees, and flex rewards. Our wide range of personal and business cards ensures you get the right card to suit your life. Plus, enjoy peace of mind with fraud protection, 24/7 customer support, and a convenient digital management platform. Ready to take control of your financial future? Apply today in branch or online and start earning more with the credit card that puts you first.
At Fusion Credit Union, you're not just investing, you're building your future. Whether you're saving for a home, dreaming of operating a business, planning your retirement, or investing in your child's education, Fusion Credit Union has investment solutions to help get you where you want to go. With expert advice, flexible solutions, and commitment to your success, they're here to help. Fusion believes in strength of character, strength of commerce, and strength of community. Your future starts now. Learn more at FusionCU.com today.
Community Infusion, where big ideas have a local impact. Community Infusion is the entrepreneurial program that promotes economic development and job creation in our local communities. Submit your application before June 8th at FusionCU.com for your chance to share in up to $30,000 for your business idea. Fuel your dreams, make an impact, and bring your ideas to life with Community Infusion. Brought to you by Fusion Credit Union.
Hi, I'm Isabel Santos, a Commercial Relationship Manager at Fusion Credit Union. The work never stops on the farm, and neither do you. That's why we are here with financial solutions built for the busy spring season and beyond. From operating lines of credit to equipment loans, we will ensure your operations run smoothly. Here's to a great year in the field and a partner you can count on at every turn. Your farm, our expert solutions. Learn more at FusionCU.com.
At Fusion Credit Union, we know what goes around comes around. We keep the success and wellness of our members and our communities at the forefront of every decision we make. So we've established the Full Circle Fund to help our members and our communities do great things. The Full Circle Fund is our way of supporting worthy projects across all of our communities, fairly and transparently. Do you have a project that can benefit from Fusion Credit Union's support? Apply today at FusionCU.com. We are Fusion Credit Union, here for good.
At Fusion, reaching your financial goals is easy. It begins with a conversation. A wealth advisor will take the time to understand your dreams for the future and map out a plan that's tailored to your investment style and risk tolerance to help you get there. Talk with a wealth consultant today about portfolio reviews, retirement savings and income, estate planning, business succession planning, or education planning. Visit FusionCU.com to make your appointment today.
Cree, OG Cree, Dakota, and Dene peoples, and on the homeland of the Métis Nation. Fusion Credit Union respects the treaties that were made on these territories. We proudly acknowledge that we serve members and communities in the Parkland and southwestern Manitoba regions, and we acknowledge our role in the many relationships that make up our home. For tonight's AGM via webcast, live video of the presenters and the slideshow presentation will appear in real time on your viewing device. All relevant documents relating to tonight's AGM can be found on the right-hand side of the portal. As per Fusion Credit Union bylaws, Section 5.04, Notice of meetings shall be provided in accordance with the Act. Such notice shall be given not less than 14 days, no more than 40 days before the meeting. Notice of meeting ads addressed to Fusion Credit Union members appeared in the newspapers as follows. Brandon Sun, March 18th and March 25th, 2025. Dauphin Herald, March 18th and March 25th, 2025. Robin Review, March 18th and March 25th, 2025. Russell Banner, March 18th and March 25th, 2025. Crossroads This Week, March 21st and March 28th, 2025. Member notices were also posted from March 18th to April 16th on the Fusion website, in branch, through Express Digital Banking Platform, member email distribution, and on Facebook and Instagram during the applicable time frame. Therefore, proper notice to members has been given. I would now like to please call for a moment of silence for all members who have passed away this year. Thank you. I would like to take a moment to thank all our invited guests for attending Fusion Credit Union's AGM this evening. With us tonight, we have Paul Holden, Credit Union Central of Manitoba, Vern McNeil, Gabrielle Marin, and Liberty Augustin Deposit Guarantee Corp. Of Manitoba, Paula Nelson and Robert Power, CGI, Nadeem Ishmael and Salim Hassan, Very Park, Marco DeQuaint, Vallejo, Cheryl Mathis, Honesty Agency, Aaron Schimmel, Calabria, Colin Lewis, EQ Bank, Melissa McQuarrie, Love and Pearson Group, Candace Tershinsky and Jenna Regat, Mars Norris Penny, Tim Clausen and Fred Gregg, Sunrise Credit Union, Craig Zamzow and Ken Treasure, Swan Valley Credit Union, Corley Poiser and Lon Cullen, Compass Credit Union, Albert Bazook, Legacy Fusion Credit Union Director, Michael Knight, Legacy Vanguard Credit Union Director. We are pleased to have you with us tonight, and we appreciate your ongoing business and support. We look forward to our ongoing work together. I would like to take a moment to recognize my fellow colleagues on the board. We have Guy Huberdeau, First Vice Chair, Carol Shankaruk, Second Vice Chair, Logan Pizzi, Darrell Fulton, Janice Heapy, Stephen Sobering, and Janice Legoski. I would like to review the rules of order for the meeting and explain how everyone may participate equally. Our moderators this evening will be Mike Seversko and Kyle Enns. As we work through our agenda, there are several motions that will be put forth. I will announce the name of the members that have moved and seconded each motion and then ask the membership to vote. You'll be prompted on your screen to vote when a motion is brought forward. To vote, click on either in favor, opposed, or abstain. A green box with a check mark will appear in the bottom right-hand corner to confirm your vote has been submitted. Please note that the motion will stay open for a period of 60 seconds to allow enough time for all participants to vote. To ensure clarity, we will perform a test vote for the audience. The following test motion will appear on your screen. Do you drink coffee in the morning? Please vote now.
87 people drink coffee in the morning. 12 are zombies, and 6 didn't get out of bed.
Tonight's moderator will indicate the number of members who are opposed, and then we will announce whether the motion is approved. There's an Ask a Question button on the right-hand side of your screen. We will respond to all submitted questions in one of two ways. If the submitted question pertains to the motion at hand, we will address it immediately. Please be sure to use the Ask a Question function if you have questions or require more information related to the motion ahead of voting. All other questions will be brought forward by our moderators during the question and answer period of the meeting. Please be sure to use the Ask a Question function if you have questions or require more information during that time. If you require technical help, please use the Need Help button on the bottom right-hand side of your screen. Lastly, a reminder that invited guests who are not members of Fusion Credit Union are unable to vote at tonight's AGM. Does anyone have any questions regarding the rules of order?
There are no questions at this time.
Thank you, Kyle. I would like to name Katrina Sigurdsson as recording secretary for this meeting. The motion has been moved by Marla Johnson and seconded by Janice Legoski. Is there any discussion on this motion? If there are any questions, please use the Ask a Question button on the right-hand side of your screen.
There are no questions at this time.
Thank you, Kyle. As a reminder, you will be prompted on your screen to vote. Click on either in favor, opposed, or abstain. A green box with a check mark will appear in the bottom right-hand corner to confirm your vote has been submitted. Please note that the motion will stay open for a period of 60 seconds to allow enough time for all participants to vote. Voting will now open on the webcast portal. Are there any opposed?
There are none opposed.
Thanks, Mike. I declare the motion carried. Our agenda is now displayed on the screen and will have also been made available with the portal. We will now approve the agenda for tonight's meeting. This motion has been moved by Brenda Selin and seconded by Trent Cross. Is there any discussion on this motion? If there are any questions, please use the Ask the Question button on the right-hand side of your screen.
There are no questions at this time.
Thank you, Kyle. Voting will now open on the webcast portal. Are there any opposed?
There are none opposed.
Thank you, Mike. I declare the motion carried. The minutes from last year's AGM have been made available within the portal. We will now approve the minutes from Fusion Credit Union's 2023 Annual General Meeting dated April 17th, 2024. This motion has been moved by Mike Lowen and seconded by Kelly Zeiler. Is there any discussions on this motion? If there are any questions, please use the Ask a Question button on the right-hand side of your screen.
There are no questions at this time.
Thank you, Kyle. Voting will now open on the webcast portal. Are there any opposed?
There are none opposed.
Thank you, Mike. I declare the motion carried. I will now provide the 2024 Chairman's Report. On behalf of Fusion Credit Union Board of Directors, it is my pleasure to present our annual report for the 2024 fiscal year. Across both our financial measures and performance indicators, we have cause for celebration. And I attribute that to our teamwork, culture, and collaboration across both Fusion and North Star. Our vision to change lives and build stronger communities is present now more than ever and solidifies our commitment to being by your side, making it happen. At the close of 2024, our assets under administration exceeded $1.55 billion. Our loan growth exceeded budget at 7.65%, and deposit growth held steady at 1.93%. Our strong financial success is reflected in after-tax income of $6.73 million. All these indicators point to a successful year, and we are pleased to share this financial success with our members. This past year, Fusion provided over $1.3 million in the form of patronage, cash payouts, and dividends. I would like to thank the Board of Directors for their hard work and commitment this past year. They have participated in a variety of learning opportunities to enhance their governance skills and understanding of the credit union landscape, all while ensuring a strong and sustainable strategic direction for our organization. Each one of our directors brings a unique set of qualifications and skills to the board table, and I am proud of the diversity we have amongst us. It is an honor to work with such talented and dedicated individuals who share a commitment to manage the viability and profitability of our credit union. I continue to be impressed with the management and employees of Fusion and North Star. The dedication and enthusiasm they show in both their roles within the organization, as well as their commitment to the communities we serve, is nothing short of remarkable. Our employees contributed over 8,800 volunteer hours this year through community initiatives and events that align with who we are and what we stand for. Our fourth annual Community Infusion event took place in Dauphin and was a renowned success that provided $30,000 in grants between 5 outstanding local businesses. These grants will foster economic development in our communities. We also provided $413,000 in donations, sponsorships, and scholarships to local students and organizations. We are proud of the people and financial resources that Fusion and North Star can support to ensure the success and prosperity for so many deserving causes. With the community impact as one of our strategic priorities, our intention is to remain present and engaged in our communities. This year marks my third year as board chair, and now more than ever, I see the board of directors, executive management team, leadership teams, and employees working together to see our members and clients' financial aspirations come to life. We continue to invest in the people, processes, and technologies that empower members and clients to take control of their financial journey. Now more than ever, we are truly here for good. Is there any questions from the webcast portal? Please use Ask a Question button on the right-hand side of your screen.
There are no questions at this time.
Thank you, Kyle. I would now like to call upon our CEO, Darwin Johns, to provide the 2024 message from the CEO.
Thank you, Richard. Good evening, everyone. Thank you for joining us. We truly appreciate your engagement and interest in Fusion Credit Union. In 2024, Fusion Credit Union was focused on driving innovation, enhancing services, and creating meaningful opportunities that empower our members and clients to take control of their financial journey. As a result, we have strengthened our operations, expanded our capabilities, and positioned ourselves for sustainable success. It takes a team of dedicated folks, including our board of directors, executive management team, leaders, employees, members, clients, and communities, all working together towards a common goal to realize the type of progress we have achieved in 2024. The success of this past year is reflected in our 2024 year-end financial statements, indicating strong performance, steady growth, and solid profitability. As summarized in Richard's chairperson's report, we achieved exceptional results across our key performance indicators, marking 2024 as one of the most financially successful years for Fusion to date. This success can be attributed to our focus on the employee experience, member experience, and community impact, each of which drives us to our smart growth outcomes. Thanks to you all for the contributions to these strategic priorities in 2024. The forward momentum at Fusion always amazes me as we continue to make progress year over year. With that said, I look forward to all that we can achieve together in 2025. Our employees make it happen on so many levels each and every day, and this is the main driver of our success story. In 2024, employees logged an impressive 16,000 hours of professional development time, proving their dedication to personal growth and their commitment to member-focused service. The culture that has been created at Fusion and North Star is one built on collaboration, integrity, and trust. These are just a few of the many reasons Fusion has received recognition as one of Manitoba's top employers for the 6th consecutive year. I'm proud to work with such an amazing team whose passion and drive make Fusion and North Star an exceptional place to work. Thank you to all our employees for your unwavering support and commitment to our organization. Our communities are more than the people we serve. They are essential partners in our success, allowing us all to thrive and grow. In 2024, we entered into a first-of-its-kind $43 million infrastructure financing agreement with the City of Brandon and the Canada Infrastructure Bank. By clearing this infrastructure hurdle faced by the city, this investment will enable Brandon to literally build the foundation for future growth. We also completed the 4th iteration of our Community Infusion event and donated $147,000 to local organizations through our Full Circle Fund. In addition, $18,000 in scholarships were awarded to deserving high school graduates to help them achieve their educational goals. Our digital transformation journey has been an exciting and ambitious endeavor, and in 2024, we continued to move the needle towards our goal of transforming member experiences. Through innovative and strategic investments, our plan is to streamline processes, create efficiencies, and embrace new technologies that will ensure excellence in both the member and employee experiences. In 2025, we will achieve key milestones on this journey. I look forward to implementing these initiatives in the coming year, with our staff and members ultimately receiving the benefits of these investments. As we move forward, Fusion and North Star remain dedicated to making things happen, ensuring that every decision remains focused on you, our members and clients. You provide guidance and direction to ensure we stay on course. We are confident that together we will drive meaningful change. Thank you for allowing us to be a partner in your financial journey. Your support and trust fuels our mission. Together, side by side, we will continue to make things happen for you and the communities we serve. Thank you again for joining this evening. If there are any questions, please use the Ask a Question button on the right-hand side of your screen.
There are no questions at this time.
Great, thank you.
Thank you, Darwin. We will now approve the Chairman and CEO reports as presented. This motion has been moved by Steve Sobering and seconded by Susan Mervin. Is there any discussion on this motion? If there are any questions, please use the Ask a Question button on the right-hand side of your screen.
There are no questions at this time.
Thank you, Kyle. Voting will now open on the webcast portal. Are there any opposed?
There are none opposed.
Thank you, Mike. I declare the motion carried. I would like to call upon Kelly Brook, Dave Hyde, and Michelle Mazurkevich to provide a review of 2024.
Thank you, Richard. Good evening, everyone. I'm excited to present Fusion's 2024 year-end results that reveal the dedication and commitment of our staff and members in displaying that Fusion is here for good. I'm excited to share that Fusion had another strong year in 2024, growing in many areas and ending the year with another profitable bottom line. With another very active rate environment in 2024, Fusion's assets grew by 2.17% in 2024. Member loans grew an impressive 7.65%, and we experienced further member deposit growth of 1.93%. This compared to the Manitoba system average growth of 4.44% for assets, 6.19% for member loans, and 4.27% for member deposits. Before I move on to reviewing our financial results, I want to remind everyone that the statements in your annual report are based on the consolidated operations of Fusion. They therefore include the results of North Star Insurance and Real Estate and our investment in the 11-person group. Our financial results start on page 26 of the annual report, if you would like to follow along. A digital copy of the annual report has been made available within our webcast portal on the right-hand side of your screen and is also available for download on our website starting tomorrow. We will also have copies available in our branches for those who would like to obtain a hard copy after the annual meeting. Starting with the consolidated statement of financial position on page 29 of the annual report. Our funds on hand and investments ended the year at $131 million, a decrease of $28.3 million from 2023. Member loans grew to $1.37 billion, reflecting a positive growth of 7.65% or $97.8 million over 2023 results. In 2024, total consolidated assets of Fusion were $1.55 billion, an increase of over $32.8 million from 2023 results. Moving to the liabilities and members' equity, member deposits and accrued interest grew to $1.42 billion at December 31st, up by $30.18 million or 1.93% from 2023. Members' equity ended the year strong at $112.3 million, up from $105.7 million or 6.25% growth from 2023, leaving us with $1.55 billion total liabilities and members' equity and thus a balanced balance sheet. We are also excited to share that based on another financially strong year, the board has approved for Fusion to distribute some of our profits back to our members. In 2024, the board has declared $800,000 in patronage allocations to our members. This will be distributed to your surplus share accounts this week. The board has also approved to continue to pay out in cash the surplus shares to our members aged 65 and older, to members holding over $15,000 in surplus shares, and to those under the age of 19. And new this year, to pay out surplus share holdings to all members who are a nonprofit or charitable organization. This alone totals over $82,000 in cash distributions to these organizations. As well, cash dividends were paid in January to all preferred shareholders. This also includes payouts to any preferred share owners who are age 75 or older, or who hold under $1,000 in preferred shares that have requested to be paid out. These payouts result in a cash distribution of over $468,000 to these members to their checking, savings, or variable registered accounts, if applicable. Just a note, the payout to members age 65 and older, those holding over $15,000 in shares, those under the age of 19, and to nonprofit or charitable organizations will occur in the month of May this year. Combining these two figures amounts to over $1.26 million in benefits to our members based on 2024 results. Moving to the consolidated income statement on page 30 of your annual report, total interest income earned on member loans and investments in 2024 was $73.14 million, up from 2023 by $4.67 million. Our cost of funds, which is the money paid to members on savings, totaled $42.49 million, also up from 2023 by $2.62 million. Both increases are a direct result of the changing rates we experienced throughout 2023 and 2024. Our gross financial margin, which is the difference between income on loans and investments and our costs of funds, was $30.64 million, which is then used to fund our operating expenses. Operating expenses were at $28.8 million, an increase of 4.8% or $1.32 million over 2023. Each expense category on our income statement experienced a slight increase, contributing to this 4.8% total increase. Adding other income of $8.54 million, we come to an operating net income of $10.36 million before impaired loans, patronage, and income taxes. After deducting the impaired loans, patronage, and income taxes, Fusion ends up with a net income of $6.7 million, an increase of $967,652 over 2023. The last few pages of the financial statement are the consolidated statement of changes in members' equity and consolidated statement of cash flows. I'm not going to walk through those, but if you have any questions on either of those reports, please don't hesitate to reach out to me or Darwin. In closing, we are forever grateful for all the interactions and businesses we have had with our members over the years and are excited to share our profits with our members each year. We appreciate that all of you continue to be part of the Fusion family. I would also like to share that a complete set of financials with supporting notes are available for anyone who would like to review those. If anyone has any questions on our financials now or in the future, please do not hesitate to reach out to me or Darwin at any time. I would now like to introduce Dave to present. Thank you.
Good evening, everyone. Tonight, I want to take you behind the scenes a little and share how we bring a member-centric philosophy to life. We've always valued the member experience as core to our organization, but we aren't content with just sustaining this mindset. When we talk about digital transformation, our primary objective is continuous improvement of our member experiences. But focusing on technology will only take us so far, and that's why I'm going to share with you how we are bringing people, process, and technology together to drive our digital transformation. As part of your behind-the-scenes tour, I'll share a little of what we are doing to make sure these three areas are working in unison. Let's start with people. For digital transformation to be effective, we needed our people to be ready to deliver on these improvements. 2024 was an exciting year in this regard as we completed more than 5,000 hours of training in progressive skill development. This is over and above the training that was completed in mastering our current roles. We are intentional about ensuring that our teams are ready to meet your needs now and into the future as we continue to evolve our member service. In addition, we have made a significant investment in change management throughout our organization. Change is hard, and a strong change management discipline can increase project delivery success by 30%, according to McKinsey research. By getting our people ready, we have invested in preparing our organization for the changes that we have implemented and will continue to implement. Next up is process. With our people now ready for change, it was important that we didn't invest in new technology only to set it up to operate in the same way we did it before. We have taken a member journey perspective to our process reviews, incorporating feedback from a wide range of stakeholders, including directly interviewing many of you, our members. By approaching our processes from a member journey perspective, we are re-envisioning our processes based on how to optimize your experiences. This is a large undertaking, as it's not just a review of our existing processes, but the results are well worth it. In 2024, our work focused on the member journey of opening a new business membership. We are excited by the early results from this improvement and have started reinforcement activities. For 2025, we have started developing a member journey for buying a home. There are already a wealth of ideas and reimagining of how we can operate this experience, and I'm excited to see these brought to life. And finally, we have technology. With our organization now well equipped for change, we are well positioned to ensure we optimize our technology investments into tangible member experience gains. In 2024, we took large steps forward in our technology by investing in data platforms, automation capabilities, and technology infrastructure. We have just scratched the surface of the potential from these investments, but already we have seen improvements in error reductions, time savings by automating some administrative activities, better visibility into our member service, and more. We are already utilizing these data-driven insights to improve our services. For example, we have made changes to our phone systems to improve our response times for member services via phone. As we move forward there are so many opportunities for us to pursue that I'm ecstatic about the year to come. We're instilling an obsession in our team around creating value for you, our members. Before I conclude, I want to zoom back out and discuss how we see these three areas culminating in 2025 and beyond. By excelling in people, process, and technology, we will continue to evolve our member services with frictionless experiences focused on creating personalized value to you. You will see this show up in a number of different channels, as we intend to bring improvements to your member services throughout our products and services. But to truly optimize our investments, we need your voice. Please continue to provide us your feedback in our surveys. You have a voice, and we love when you use it. I will now turn it over to Michelle. Thank you.
Good evening, everyone. I'm excited to speak on the important role Fusion plays in supporting our communities through donations, volunteerism, and economic development. As a credit union, we serve over 18 vibrant communities, and along with our subsidiary North Star, we have a unique opportunity to make a significant positive impact. We are not just a financial institution, we are an integral part of our communities, and through financial contributions and volunteer efforts, we create social and economic value for our members. Let's take a look at some of the highlights from 2024. In 2024, Fusion distributed over $146,000 to various community groups and youth sports organizations. These donations provide financial support to assist organizations in running their programs, paying for equipment, and supporting operational costs. Donations help sustain these vital services, which create immediate and long-lasting positive change within our local communities. In 2029, Fusion established the Full Circle Fund as a way to help our members and our communities do great things. The Full Circle Fund allows us to fairly and transparently support worthy projects across our communities where people are looking for larger donations. Applications to the Full Circle Fund are accepted through 2 intakes, the first in the spring with an April 1st deadline, and then again in the fall with an October 1st deadline. We know that we're only as strong as the communities we serve. Since our inception in 2018, Fusion has contributed over $920,000 toward community initiatives, and this includes funding more than 172 community projects. Investing in community projects such as school playgrounds, recreation facilities, museums, and community organizations provides the opportunity for all citizens to thrive and grow, and there's nothing quite like a group of community members coming together to create, build, and support a project. This truly is the power of community. In addition to financial contributions, employees, along with our board of directors, contribute a significant number of volunteer hours through our communities. Since 2019, we have contributed over 33,000 volunteer hours within our communities, and in 2024 alone, employees and directors contributed over 8,800 volunteer hours. Whether it's helping a local shelter, participating in youth programs, or organizing community cleanups, our people are passionate about giving back. And lastly, Fusion supports economic development within the communities we serve by encouraging small businesses and startups through our Community Infusion program. Local economic development promotes community resilience, enhances community identity, and residents take pride in our local products and services. A stronger, more sustainable economy benefits us all. Since inception, Community Infusion has led to over $75,000 of spending in our local circular economy. And in 2024, 97% of our marketing dollars were spent within our own trading area. Looking forward, we are excited to continue building healthier, stronger communities together. Thank you.
Thank you, Kelly, Dave, and Michelle. If there are any questions from the webcast portal, please use the Ask a Question button on the right-hand side of your screen. A reminder that questions regarding this report will be brought forward during the Q&A portion of the meeting. I would like to call upon Darrell Fulton, Chair of the Audit and Risk Committee, for appointment of auditors.
Thank you, Richard. It is my pleasure to address the meeting as a member of our Audit and Risk Committee and draw your attention to pages 26 through 33 of our annual report this year, where our external auditors, MNP, have provided their report on the audit they conducted for the year ending December 31st, 2024. Each year, the Audit and Risk Committee has the role of recommending an external auditor for the credit union. I, Darrell Fulton, move to appoint MNP as external auditor for Fusion Credit Union's upcoming fiscal period. This motion has been seconded by Logan Pizzi. Is there any discussion on this motion? If there are any questions from the webcast portal, please use the Ask a Question button on the right-hand side of your screen.
There are no questions at this time.
Okay. Thank you, Kyle. Voting will now open on the webcast portal.
There are none opposed.
Thank you, Mike. I declare the motion carried. Thank you. I'll hand it back to Richard.
Thank you, Darrell. I would now like to call upon Carol Shankarek, Chair of the Nominating and Governance Committee, for the report on the 2025 election for directors.
Good evening. Thanks for being here. This year, the Fusion Credit Union Board has two members whose terms are expiring: Richard Duranowski, Fusion Northwest, and Logan Pizzi, Fusion at Large. The nomination process of Fusion Credit Union requires all interested parties to complete the required application and submit this prior to the nomination deadline. This year, the call for nominations was placed in our branches and on the Fusion website with an application period of January 16th, 2025 to February 16th, 2025 at midnight. District Fusion Northwest, Richard Duranowski let his name stand for re-election. There were no other nominations received. District Fusion at Large, Logan Pizzi let his name stand for re-election. There was one nomination received. As per our process, the Nominating and Governance Committee completed several steps to determine the suitability of all candidates. Through this process, the committee aims to ensure that all nominees meet the requirements identified within the Fusion Credit Union bylaws and Credit Union and Case Populaire Act. Once it has been determined that a candidate meets these basic requirements, the committee then undertakes additional steps to determine suitability and endorsement. This includes a self-assessment of skill set, ensuring the nominee is a member in good standing, completing an in-person interview, and the completion of background checks, including criminal record check, bonding application, credit check, and reference check. Following this process, the candidate for the Fusion at Large position chose to withdraw their application. As such, the Nominating and Governance Committee moved to approve Richard Duranowski as the acclaimed director in the Fusion Northwest District and to approve Logan Pizzi as the acclaimed director in the Fusion at Large position. I move that Richard Duranowski is the sole candidate for the 3-year term of the Fusion Northwest position. Therefore, the acclamation of Richard Duranowski to the Fusion Credit Union Board of Directors is hereby ratified. This motion has been seconded by Noreen Nikforak. Is there any discussion on this motion? If there are any questions from the webcast portal, please use the Ask a Question button on the right-hand side of your screen.
There are no questions at this time.
Thank you, Kyle. Voting will now open on the webcast portal.
There are none opposed.
Perfect. I declare the motion carried. I move that Logan Pizzi is the sole candidate for the 3-year term of the Fusion at Large position. Therefore, the acclamation of Logan Pizzi to the Fusion Credit Union Board of Directors is hereby ratified. This motion has been seconded by Chloe Cameron. Is there any discussion on this motion? If there are any questions from the webcast portal, please use the Ask a Question button on the right-hand side of your screen.
There are no questions at this time.
Thank you, Kyle. Voting will now open on the webcast portal.
There are none opposed.
I declare the motion carried. We will now review the proposed amendments to the Fusion Credit Union bylaws. Included on the webcast portal and available in person is a summary of the changes. A record of these changes was also made available on the Fusion Credit Union public website in advance of this meeting. A note to say that within the summary of bylaw changes document, the reference to the word Act is referring to the Credit Union and Caisse Populaires Act. The proposed bylaw changes are as follows. Section 1.01, definitions amended to provide a definition of ordinary resolution and special resolution of the members. Section 2.02, information available to members, amended to remove the last paragraph as this language contradicts the Act. Section 4.04, termination of membership has been amended to align with the Act. Section 4.06 and 4.07, appeal of termination has been amended to align with the Act. In accordance with the Act, Section 4.08, suspension of services has been included. Section 4.07, rights of members has been repealed as it doesn't fit in the general provisions relating to applications. Terminations of membership and the bylaws already contemplate the referendum concept in Section 5.03 and the amendment concept in Section 9 in better detail. Section 5.02, location of meeting, amended to include virtual meeting in accordance with the Act. Previous language referred to electronic meeting. Section 5.04 has been amended to align with the Act, changing the maximum notice period from 40 days to 50 days. Section 5.11, method of voting, has been amended to refer to Section 5.19, virtual meetings members. Language within Section 5.11, method of voting, has been updated to clarify that a combination of voting methods may occur. Section 5.11b, show of hands, is now included within Section 5.12. In the previous amendment, Section 5.11b, voting process by show of hands language, has now been amended into Section 5.12. Also in Section 5.12, time to demand a ballot has been amended from 2 minutes to 1 minute. Section 5.19, electronic meetings, voting has been removed. The content of this bylaw is now included within Section 5.19, virtual meetings members. To provide clarity, Section 6.03, Director Qualifications, has been amended into two sections, 6.03, Minimum Qualifications, and 6.04, Additional Qualifications. The geographical restrictions are now included within Section 6.05, Composition of the Board, and the 6-year waiting period in Section 6.03I has been removed. Section 6.05, Composition of the Board, has been added to house the geographical restrictions. There are no changes to the geographical restrictions within this section. Section 6.02, nominations, has been updated to Section 6.11, nominations. Language has been updated to confirm the establishment of the Nominating and Governance Committee, the minimum number of committee members, and qualifications to become a committee member. We're almost there. Removal of directors, Section 6.10C, has been updated to Section 6.12, removal of directors. Subsection C and has been amended to include language pertaining to failing to comply with the qualifications set out within Section 6.04. Section 6.11, filling a vacancy of elected directors, has been amended into Section 6.13, filling a vacancy of elected directors. Language has been updated to remove the geographical restriction in the event no eligible person within the geographical area is available. Section 8.01, method of giving notice, has been amended to include the date for determining notice in subsection B and E. Section 9.02, enactment of bylaws, has been added to provide clarity. In addition to the amendments outlined above, below are other proposed cleanup amendments. Section 1.01, definitions. Language throughout the document has been updated to reflect the spelling within Section 1.01, definitions, i.e. Board of Directors to become directors, credit union to become credit union. Section 5.13, method of voting, mail ballot, amended to become advanced ballot. And sections 6.29, 6.30, 6.31, electronic meetings, board amended to reflect verification requirements, language updated from electronic to virtual. I move to approve the proposed amendments to the Fusion Credit Union bylaws as presented. This motion has been seconded by Janice Heapy. Is there any discussion on this motion? If there are any questions from the webcast portal, please use the Ask a Question button on the right-hand side of your screen.
There are no questions at this time.
Thank you, Kyle. Voting will now open on the webcast portal.
There are none opposed.
I declare the motion carried. Thank you.
Excuse me. Thank you, Carol. I think you can take up a part-time gig as auctioneer now after that one. So we will now move to the question and answer period. As a reminder, all questions can be submitted using the Ask a Question button on the right-hand side of your screen. Are there any online questions brought forward from our attendees?
There are no questions at this time.
Thank you, Kyle. At this time, I ask if there is any new business. As a reminder, please submit any new business you have through the Ask a Question button on the right-hand side of your screen. Is there any new business brought forward from our attendees?
There has been no new business brought forward by the attendees.
Thank you, Kyle. That concludes our meeting. Thank you for your attendance this evening. We would now like to adjourn the annual general meeting. This motion has been moved by Guy Huberdeau and seconded by Amber Federchuk. Thank you. Have a wonderful evening, everyone, and thanks for your attendance again. Good night.